Back to the show. Well, this is one of my favorite segments. Whenever we're talking beer, I dive right in. And we've talked about it a lot more on the show lately, is the fact that beer and food pairings are becoming more and more popular. And what better
it's very
place?
chic now.
Yeah, exactly. What better place to do that than a brew pub? There's one right across the river. It's called Les Brasseurs du Temps. We're joined by Dominique, who is the brewmaster, and Olivier, who is the executive chef. Welcome to the show,
Hi,
gentlemen. It's great to have you here. Dominique, let's first of all talk about the brew pub itself. Tell us a little bit about the brew pub and the concept that you have over there.
We opened the brew pub Les Brasseurs du Temps in May 2009, so 1.5 years ago. And we have around 250 places indoor, and outside we have a patio with around 200 people that can sit during the summer. So on the side of a creek, it's a brewery creek.
Oh,
and
nice.
We do a lot of beer that we change every season. We did 26 different recipes, so we change with the season. Sometimes stronger beer, sometimes more summer beer, 5% alcohol, and
Right.
It's like winter comfort food versus summer light fare, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and speaking of that kind of food that should go with it, Olivier, you guys specialize in not only creating a fantastic beer, but pairing perfect food to go along with it. What are some of the things that you consider when you're pairing? Do you taste the beer first and match it that way?
We're speaking of the beer like the spice, what is put in beer. So it's a major ingredient of the food. Sometimes you can reduce the beer because it's too
bitter.
Too bitter.
Okay.
So we are working with the spice a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now,
definitely.
you've brought along one of the beers, Dominique. This is your newest beer. Tell us a little bit about this particular brew.
It's not a new beer. We do that one since February 2010.
Okay.
But it's the first time that we bottle a beer at Les Brasseurs du Temps. We bottled that one last Monday. So on February 14 for the Saint Valentin. And we will start to sell that one after the re-fermentation because it's bottle conditioner. So it will have to re-ferment to have the carbonatation.
Okay.
So we will start to sell it around March 7. It's dark beer made with good amount of wheat in that beer. And they have a flavor and aroma of banana and cloves that come from the fermentation, particularly yeast that I use with that beer give that aroma that
Wow.
is very
Okay,
interesting.
so banana and clove. So
Yeah.
Olivier, now what would you take with that description, and then what would you put into your dish to match with?
I make the stock with the demi-glace with cloves.
Okay.
Okay.
And of course beer.
Okay,
Yeah.
so is that common to take something that the beer characteristic and add it to the dish?
Especially this one, you can reduce this one because it's not bitter. So beer, cloves, little bit more spice of my
Right.
home recipe, and the redo that, and I got this stock like that.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
yeah,
I can
yeah.
smell
Yeah.
it already. What
So-
are you preparing here?
So it's okay. We prepare the quail with the. Well, I'll show you. It's
Okay.
better like that. Okay.
All right.
So I made the supreme the quail. I'm working with the home supplier like Mariposa.
Oh, yes.
And,
I know Mariposa quite well.
So I made be quickly. So I sear the quail.
Quail is gorgeous.
Oh, yeah.
It is beautiful.
The whole quail is made 7 minutes to cook. So
Okay.
you know.
Now would you,
And after I deglass with the beer, of course.
of course.
A lot of beer.
Oh, yeah.
We got a lot. So we use
I
lots.
like this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
And you taste that.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
you
smell
can
You
it.
smell the banana
Very
and the
fragrant.
cloves. And for the recipe, I use the maple syrup. Sorry, monsieur.
That's
Pardon.
okay.
I speak like Inspector Clouseau, sorry. And put some cranberry. I'm French, but I use the Canadian.
Of course.
Yes, of
Yeah,
course.
are you from France?
Yes, from Paris.
Okay.
And I got the stock like that. Okay.
All right.
And,
So you
and we reduce and we cook on the beer, on the stock, for this finished.
Okay.
Okay.
And normally, in the same time, I do the sushi of the céleri like remoulade. So it's hot and cold
Oh, very
cakes.
nice. Okay, so
Wow.
this is what you've paired with it on the side.
I made the celeriac, the fresh celeriac. I blanch the pepper of the celeriac and make the roll.
Very nice.
Very easy to do.
Wow, this is going to be a culinary experience. Really.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
it's fantastic. That's the thing about brew pubs and stuff. It's different now. It's really become something more than it has. Dominique, tell us just a little bit of the secret of a really good beer. Like, what are the secrets, and how does someone know which taste is theirs?
Totally, a good beer, handcraft in a small microbrewery. Actually, it's not a filtered beer.
Okay.
The yeast still in suspension a bit.
Okay.
Sometimes it's more clear than the other, but actually the filtration take the taste away a bit. Actually, it's when it's all made with malt, when they have no sugar, simple sugar that just create alcohol. Some big brewery actually do beer to taste as less as possible, that
Right.
everybody can drink it.
Right.
Like cooking, specialty beer, it's the same thing. We try to do particularly taste, particularly aroma. We play sometime with spices. We play with some yeast that create spices, taste, flavor. Sometimes we play with, we do a beer that the name is framboyante, and we use real raspberry in that beer. So it's create a real taste of fruit and not extract of aroma of raspberry. And so we use natural product to do natural beer.
Very
that we are
nice.
proud
Well,
of
we
it.
should see if his is any good.
Yeah, let's give it a try.
Yeah.
Pass it
I'm
on down. We'll do a
guessing-
little taste test.
I'm guessing the answer to that question is going to be a resounding yes.
Yeah, well, you got to try it, right?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's
It
a
smells
8% alcohol beer.
Okay.
So but you don't really smell alcohol strong, like, because they have a lot of body, they have a
Right.
lot of aroma. It's kind of taste of bread, a little bit of caramel, nuts, banana. You really smell the banana in that one.
Yeah, you could. It's very nice. All right,
Yeah.
let's do a little.
Let's do a
Cheers.
little taste. I'll tell everybody while you're having a
It's noon
taste
somewhere.
there. Brasseursdutemps.com is where you can find their website, and it has all the information, their menus, location, all of that.
Back to the show. Can we get a close-up of the food here, please? Look at this beautifully
Look at that.
plated food. Isn't that
Nice,
gorgeous?
eh? We're so
Isn't that nice?
lucky.
I know, we're really
My
spoiled.
goodness,
a big
we
thanks
really
to
are.
Olivier and Dominique for coming
And
on
I'm
the
going to
show
be
today.
honest. Quickly there, I had a little taste
Yeah.
of the sauce. It is gorgeous. Yeah, but don't you
Let's
find
wrap
that
this up
these
quick
little,
so I can get to
like,
mine.
Like the whole concept of the pub has really changed now,
Yeah,
eh?
yeah. Now you're seeing more gourmet fine dining in pubs, and a brew pub in particular.
Yeah.
I mean, it's such a special place where you know that it's local beer made right
That's
there
it.
on the premises.
Yeah.
And I think he said 26 or 27 different beers.
They're like fine
Fabulous.
dining.